10 crazy things I got wrong about America before I went for the first time. Really interested to get into this and see what these things are. Before we do, I appreciate you guys hitting that subscribe button. Let's just straight into this and check out these crazy things.
So when I was going through my list of video ideas for the week and deciding what to do, I came across this one, and apparently I've just been scrolling past it on a weekly basis because it's such an obvious video for me to do on this channel. I can't believe I haven't done it already.
Right.
Whenever you decide to visit somewhere new as a person, you definitely go in with some of your assumptions and things that you've heard about a place. And you could definitely call those prejudices and biases. And when I went to America for the first time, I definitely brought a lot of that with me. Because, as I've said before, in Ireland, we grow up watching people on the TV. And
well, yeah, of course. Anywhere you go, if you've seen or heard of it from somewhere, you're going to have those assumptions in your head for the place, but then you're going to go and then you're going to realize it's completely different, you know what I'm saying?
Film, a lot of our pop culture comes from America, so we think we know about America until we go there. Today I thought it would be fun if we looked at a couple of things that I presumed before I went there that turned out to be wrong.
This is going to be good.
This video is going to kind of sum up a lot of things I've said before, but I haven't collectively put them all together in one cohesive list.
Right.
I hope it's cohesive. As always, this is a list. It's full of generalizations. I'm not specifically talking about you as an individual, Chad.
Me?
Yeah, Chad's now going to be the collective term for all those commenters. Coming in at number 10, it was thinking of America as a country when it's kind of more like a continent.
Right,
Before I went to America,
this.
I definitely approached it in the way I would going to France or Italy or Spain for the first time.
Qui êtes-vous? Je croyais n'être qu'un uniforme.
Yo, that's the thing that I learned real quick about checking out America, right? So before I started doing these videos, I thought the same. America is just, you know, a country. It's not that big, right? And then I learned it's absolutely massive. It's pretty much like the whole of Europe, dude. And every state's like a different country. Bro, it is huge, dude.
I was thinking of it as a collective culture and that everybody was kind of similar and that the climate would be similar. Even though I knew on an intellectual level everywhere was different, I sort of hadn't put together the fact that each state was like a little country.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, there are definitely common traits among American people and American lifestyles, but there are also huge differences as well. Culturally and climate-wise, you can get totally different places right next to each other. And
yeah, how crazy were I to think, bro, that America had the same climate all across America. Yo, I feel so stupid now that I've actually watched so many videos on America, you know what I'm saying? Because, bro, every state is different, man. Like, bro, it's actually crazy.
So people have totally different approaches to life as well. For example, in LA, people in shops kiss your ass because they work on commission. Whereas in New York, they're really rude to you because they're in New York. People are overall just very different in each state,
is that true?
Though they do share commonalities. So yeah, going in, I definitely think if it's your first time going there, think of each state like a country as opposed to a county, if that makes sense. Coming in at number 9, it's thinking that because you're from a Western country and America is a Western country, that you'll have everything in common, whereas you just won't. Americans have very different approaches to Irish people, for example, to things. I think a good way to describe it is it's just a different rhythm there. A general sense of humor with American people can be different, although individuals will click with each other on an individual level as things tend to go. And
yeah, I've noticed that a little bit. Like, our humor is different, especially with, like, I've seen, like, with British sarcasm, you guys in America, not like all of you, but some of you guys, like, won't get it. So, like, I've spoken on my stream to, there's a load, bro, my stream is just, like, it's like 95% Americans now, right? And when I speak to you guys in the chat, I will be sarcastic, and then some of you guys might not get it, or you guys will be sarcastic, and then I won't get it, vice versa. So there is that, but yeah, more so we do understand each other, but yeah, there are times.
You're funny and you're nicely shaped.
There's definitely a lot more sensitivities in America, so you have to be a bit more careful about what you say and who you say it to. And at the same time, you also have to be really direct, which sounds like a contradiction in itself, but hear me out. American people in general tend to just be very direct with each other. They'll say what they're thinking, whereas Irish people sort of beat around the bush, and we're all kind of tuned into that. Because in America, people are just straight up with each other. Subtlety is not such a big thing there.
Yo, in the UK, bro, not everyone's straight up with each other, man. We do beat around the bush. But you guys, yeah, you guys are just like, boom, straight to the point, straight up. I like it though. I like it. You know what they're thinking.
So in the same way, when you make a joke, for example, people can sometimes take it at surface level, like what you say is what you mean, whereas you're just kind of making a joke. So you need to bear in mind that people think that way there. The next thing, and I'm going to touch on this without getting into it too much if possible, is that guns affect the culture. So before I went to America, I was aware that gun culture was a thing and that they have guns, whereas coming from Ireland, I'd never really seen a gun before. A lot of people pointed out that the Troubles were in Ireland and I should have seen a gun, but I...
Yo, the only times I've seen a gun in person is when I went to Spain. I seen the police at the airport have guns. In the UK, at the airport, I've seen guns, but that is it. There's been one time I've seen a gun outside. There might have been 2 times, actually. Outside of airports. In Spain, they had guns in Barcelona on the street. But then in the UK, I might have seen... Like, we do have very special officers that wear, like, all black. And... they're like the serious officers. You never really see them. But I have seen them once. And I think they did have a pistol on their hip. But yeah, that is the only time. I've never seen one up closer.
I didn't grow up around the Troubles. And also some people questioned about our police force. Most of our police force do not have guns. Only the special forces have guns. Yeah. And honestly, I haven't been in a situation where I've had to be around the special forces much in my life. Haven't robbed too many banks that you know of. So yeah, the first time I ever saw a gun was when I went to America. And people in America are hugely passionate about how they feel about guns, whether they're pro or against. There doesn't seem to really be any middle ground. So my advice, if you are going to...
I bet there's people in the middle that just don't care. I bet you there is.
To America, try not to get into a gun debate with anyone, irrespective of how they feel, because... I definitely feel like I would need to be a bit more informed about the whole thing before I got into a deep conversation about it. I remember people saying that my Black Friday in Texas was so chill because people are very polite in Texas because they're all afraid of getting shot by each other's guns. Now, I don't exactly think that's the case, but...
Yo, I actually just nearly spat everywhere, bro. Yo, is that true in Texas, bro? You guys are so polite to each other in Texas because you're afraid to get shot?
I do think the knowledge that there are guns out there affects how people are. Not saying if that's good or bad, just saying it surprised me.
I was on the fence about this.
The next thing I got wrong about America before I went there was how to tip. So in Ireland, you tip 10% on a bill. And you tend to tip if you've had a really nice dinner or something, but not so much if you go to a diner, and not so much if you get your nails done unless you really want to. Tipping in Ireland is if somebody did a really good job, you leave a 10% tip. When I've gone to other countries in Europe...
Oh, I never knew that about Ireland. In the UK, they do kind of want you to tip, but no one does. But when I say no one, people do, and I have done, right? But you only tip if you really like the person that's serving you, and you want to help them out. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I've even tipped this year, like a meal. It was a birthday meal, and the waiter was, you know, doing a great job. So I was like, sure, you know what I mean? But, like, it don't happen all the time in the UK, or not even close to all the time. It don't happen much.
Europe, it actually tends to be even less than 10%. You'll just leave a couple of coins or whatever you have in your pocket. In America, the standard tip on everything is 20%, and this blew my mind. I did not realize that you...
The thing is with that, though, I've heard so many different numbers. I've heard 15%, 20%, 25%. Is that dependent on state, or do you just do whatever?
Have to tip for everything in America. And you guys have given me some really good advice on how to tip and stuff like that, which has been much appreciated in my travels. I understand that tipping comes from people's minimum wage not being enough to sustain themselves, and that's when you guys tip. I've definitely gotten more used to it, but it does kind of blow my mind, the whole tipping culture. And when I get back to Ireland, I'm still in this weird tipping mentality, and I find myself tipping everyone. And in Ireland, people are like, oh, thanks. Nobody's going to turn down your 20% tip in Ireland, but it is unusual. I also did not realize people are nice to you for tips in America. When this dawned upon me, it kind of broke my heart a bit, I'm not going to lie. I just thought all the waiters and waitresses were really nice.
Wait, is she saying they're only nice because of the tips? Yo, I've never been to America, bro. Is that true? Are people... Actually, I know quite a few of you guys do work in sectors where you do rely on tips. So you guys let me know. Are you only nice for the be honest, are you only nice for the tips? Or are you just nice anyway? Do you know what I'm saying?
In America. But they just want my money.
Because I've definitely heard that Americans are nicer, well, way nicer than British people. I've definitely heard that. British people, man, we're a grumpy ass country, dude.
The next thing I really underestimated before I went to America was how extreme things get there. Because there are so many people, you have like some major extremes going on in your country, and it's easy for people to overlook things because there are just so many people. The first time I went to America, I was really surprised by the weight thing.
34% of American adults, 17% of our children are considered obese.
I also was kind of blown away by the homeless population.
Wait, she's blown away by that? The obeseness? Yo. Bro, I seen a very good video on this, and this is just because of fast foods of what's available now. Take a look at the UK obese rates. We're gaining on America, bro. I'm pretty sure like you lot is like 34%, 36% of what I seen, and then I'm pretty sure the UK was like 32. Like it was only a couple off, and it's because like we have so much fast food available, all these fatty food. You know what I'm saying? The world's changed, dude. So yeah. We're all we're all getting fat, man.
Children are considered obese.
I also was kind of blown away by the homeless population.
Nearly 700,000 Americans experience homelessness on any given night in the country.
Okay,
also,
that's a lot.
Extreme things, people tend to be super extra over there.
You know what? That is one of the things.
Extreme things, people
that
tend to be
has blown
super
me away. Is I've seen a couple videos on homelessness. And every time I do watch a video, even like this stat right here, I am like, whoa. Like, I didn't realize how bad and how much, you know, how many people are actually homeless in America, dude.
On any given night in the country.
Also, on extreme things, people tend to be super extra over there. When I'm in a room full of American people, I definitely sometimes feel like a bit of a wallflower because there's just so many people with such big personalities.
Right.
But I guess the quieter people like me would also feel like they are fading into the background a little. We're just quieter about it. The next thing I got wrong was thinking that where I went was not super relevant. Yes, I'm touching back on that time I went into Compton. I've said to you guys before that in Ireland there aren't really these kind of super unsafe places to go. You can go pretty much anywhere once you keep your wits about you. But in America there are definitely places that people are very surprised that you would go to. When visiting America, you need to drive and you need to...
I feel like the UK have that as well. Like, we definitely do have places, especially in, like, the big cities like Liverpool, even Bradford, London. Yeah, we have quite a few places where you probably want to avoid going. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're from there, you probably do want to avoid going to those certain places.
Plan out where you're going a lot more than I did the first time I went there. You can't just wander around America as I mistakenly thought the first time I went there. Who knew?
You shouldn't be here.
The next thing I did not realize before I went to America was how much national pride there is. And I actually think this is a really lovely thing. Americans put flags everywhere on everything, and they can quote the Constitution to you. If you pay...
I feel like when I go to America, bro, I will see the American flag so much. I'd probably see more American flags in a day than I have in my whole lifetime of UK flags, England flags in England, dude. I bet you any money I will.
$1 million. I could not tell you one thing from the Irish Constitution. When the anthem is played in America, people cry. In Ireland, people barely know the words to the anthem.
Yeah, same
we never really tried before.
And for the most part, American people are just really proud of their country.
Right.
But they also have a lot of negative things to say about it. And that is freedom of speech. The next thing I did not realize before I went to America is the abundance of fast food that you can have there.
Yeah, this is good though. This is what I'm jealous of, dude. Now, if you guys know me, you guys know I absolutely love my fast food, bro. I love it. And the only options I get, like, the only fast foods I get, I probably get fast food nearly every day, right? Is bad. I'm I'm not proud of it. It's bad. I know it is. It's unhealthy. But hey, look, enjoy life, dude. Joanie here, what you know what I'm saying? So I mainly get McDonald's. I get KFC occasionally. I get Domino's occasionally. Other than that, there's not really much else to get, bro. Like, there is other places, but they're like the big mainstream popular ones, you know what I'm saying? It's available for delivery. I feel like in America, you have so much more and so many different options, bro. I'm so jealous of it, dude.
In Ireland, there's maybe a dozen big fast food chains. In America, there are hundreds, and they are literally everywhere. Fast food for a lot of people in America is a way of life, and I didn't really realize that so much. I think the convenience of it and stuff makes it that way for people.
Easy.
It's quick, it's easy, it's literally everywhere.
Hey, listen, put yourself in my shoes, bro. Let's say I'm streaming till 1 a.m. Right, I haven't eaten yet. I eat after stream, you know what I'm saying? I'm streaming till 1 a.m. Am I really gonna want to wait and cook and get my food that way? Or am I just gonna wait 10 minutes and get food that way? You know what I'm saying? I could cook, clean. I can't even cook, bro. You know what I mean? But the whole process is gonna be like half an hour, right? And then you got pots and that to deal with. Or order, watch something, 10 minutes, eat whilst you what? Bro, of course it's easier, dude.
Also, fast food is really delicious and addictive. So the people who don't eat fast food are kind of more the exception than people who eat fast food at least once a week. If I lived there, I would eat fast food pretty much every single day.
Yo, I'm curious actually, right? I know you guys have more fast foods available, but I'm very curious. How many times a week would you say you have fast food? I personally would say, hand on heart, I would say I have fast food 5 times a week. Yeah, on average, because a lot of the times I just have it every day. So like, it could be 7, it could be 6, it could be 5. But yeah, I'd say on average, right, 5 times a week.
The next thing I did not realize before I went to America is how much people want to put you in a category when you get there. People want to know your belief system right out the gate.
What belief system?
Because America is so big, people trying to find their own communities and people who agree with them on certain things and have the same outlook as them. There's a desire for a sense of belonging. And I think that can be a good thing and it can be a negative thing.
Wait, is that like your life beliefs, your religious beliefs? Like what kind of beliefs?
People will outright ask what your political system is, what your ethnicity is, and stuff like that.
What are you?
From the perspective of an outsider, it definitely seems to me like people want to belong to certain groups.
Okay.
Feel free to discuss that one in the comments in a respectful way. It's just something I observed. And the number one thing I underestimated before I went to America was how big the American dream is and the infinite possibilities that you have in America.
See,
when I went to America for the first time, I was taken aback at how huge the possibilities are. And I hadn't really realized in Ireland the limitations that we have.
Yeah, I like that, bro, a lot. And I mentioned this in other videos before. I like the fact that you go for your dreams and your goals and they're not impossible. I feel like in the UK, there's something over us. And I'm not going to go into too much detail because I have done before in previous videos. But I feel like in the UK, so many people don't want to take risks. They just follow the same kind of like system, do you know what I mean? Because they're scared or they don't believe, or they don't think they can achieve something that crazy or that big, you know what I'm saying? And people look down on people if they fail. Is bad, bro. I feel like, personally, if you fail something, it's a lesson, dude. You know what I mean? But yes, I really like this about you guys in America.
It's kind of only so far that you can go, only so successful that you can be in a small country like Ireland.
Love that.
America, no matter what you want to be, you can be that and a million.
Well, I don't love the part of the island part. That was a bad choice of words from me, Joe. You know what I mean? I mean, I love that about America. Yeah, Ireland. They can't be successful, dude. I love that. No.
Kind of only so far that you can go, only so successful that you can be in a small country like Ireland. In America, no matter what you want to be, you can be that and a million times more.
Yeah,
and that's the
amazing.
American dream. And people go there in pursuit of the American dream, and some people get it, and some people don't. But there's something really nice about the possibilities.
Hey, even if you're watching this video and you trying to go for your dreams and you failed, at least you tried, you know what I mean? That's way better than not even trying at all. What is so much better, dude?
Being kind of endless there. Not only
Imagine
can you
not
be rich,
trying.
you can be crazy rich. Not only can you be famous, you can be crazy famous. And there's loads of people who are doing that. I was only reading this week how the highest paid presenter in Ireland gets €500,000 a year, which obviously is a lot of money.
That's a
but when you
lot.
compare it to the American wages, Jesus Christ. It's definitely something I would imagine if I lived in America, I would kind of take for granted. But basically, the possibilities are out there, and you can go out and
you guys are lucky for that, dude.
It's only Monday. Go do that this week. And that's it for today's list. Feel free to...
Nah, I love that final point. I love stuff like that, and I love like trying to encourage people to go for their dreams and stuff. Really, really good video. Enjoyed that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. I'm live every single day on twitch.tv/L3WG. If you guys want to check me out over there, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.